Hi, in this video, I'll be talking about um, how to digitize a polygon using the advanced digitizing toolbar in QGIS. So we have an area of interest, and the idea is to digitize everything that falls under this area of interest. We'll bring in the Google satellite image as a backdrop from XYZ tiles. As you can see, this is the area, and this is the area in Madhya Pradesh, MP, India. And so we want to digitize everything that is underneath this polygon. So what we're going to do is to go to properties, and then just simply choose simple fill, and you will notice that you can actually, through the drop box, just pick up a simple line rather than a fill, and choose a color, and maybe increase the size or the width of the line a little bit. Apply. So this is the box, and what we are trying to do is to digitize everything. So there are a few fields here, as you can see. There's a little water body, a water body again. This is a flood plain, and this is a small farmhouse with a well, a few buildings. So this is an interesting area, and we not only have to digitize polygons, one can also choose to digitize trees. So there are a lot of trees, and people can digitize them as point coverages. Maybe also a line coverage, that is, the boundaries of these fields, which would act as a mechanism of transport, people walking, etc. So these can be digitized as lines. But in this video, I am only going to show how to digitize polygons. Okay, so let's move. And the basics idea of this digitization is that so the first thing that I want to do is to just simply export it and save it as a copy, and I'm going to call it parcels. The CRS is WGS84 pseudo marketer. This is a projected CRS of Google, and the reason why I'm making a copy of it is such that the original area of interest file does not get destroyed in the process. So we're going to do the same thing, style it exactly. I've just copied the style and pasted it here in parcels, and we don't need this now any longer, the original area of interest file, so we let it go because we have a copy of it. So the idea is to open up the advanced digitizing toolbar, okay, and we will set the layer parcels for editing, and this is the advanced digitizing toolbar. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it down so that it is in better view, and the idea is that we are going to use the split feature. So we already have a polygon, we're going to split it, and what split feature does is that if you select a polygon, you can then split it into features. So the general idea of such kind of digitization is to, kind of divide this polygon into two parts, and then further divide each part, and then keep dividing the parts such that you end up having, whatever you wanted to digitize. So what I'm going to do is there's a natural division that is bisecting this particular image, and I'm going to first digitize that. So I've already selected the polygon. And now I'm going to pick up this split features tool and divide this image on this particular line. So that is going to be the first division. So click on this tool, and you can just start from the edge or even a little bit outside the edge. So I'll try to be as careful as possible, but I will not be very accurate in this video because I just want to demonstrate the technique. So I'm digitizing, and then I reach the other end of this polygon. So I'm also protruding a little bit outside because the split features tool will then delete that protrusion. So there we are. It is divided this the area of interest polygon into two parts. Let us concentrate on the first part. There is a natural line once again here. So I'm going to use the split features tool to divide the first polygon, select the polygon, and then start in the same way from outside. Follow the line, click, and outside and right click. So the upper far part of the polygon has now been, just wanted to also mention that before I started, I had my snapping tolerances set like this, um, 5 meters, and the snapping is on. So that's all that I did. And this is important. There's also advanced configuration, but then I'm just using the simple configuration. The magnet is on. Okay. Right. Let us now concentrate on this part and digitize the water body, or maybe first separate this part from the other part. So I'm going to start like this, click, and from the edge or just beyond the edge, I'm just following this line. This seems to be a natural partition, so I'll first do this and then I'll go and do the water body and the floodplain part. So click on it, extend a little bit beyond, and right click. If you are not happy with the shape, you can always press delete and you will be taken one step back, and then once you are done, right click, and see this upper part of the polygon has now further been divided into. So now we are going to do the water body part from outside, and just simply keep digitizing, moving on, click, click. As the water body doesn't have any specific area, every year it would vary. I'm not being too accurate, and I'm just following some line, and you can follow your own line. Click, 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 and this is mainly the current water boundary, and I'm using the up arrow keys to pan as I digitize. I can also press the wheel of the mouse and move forward. That is pan. So I'm just coming to the edge, I'm clicking and right click. So this has also been done. So now we have a floodplain, and we can select that polygon now and try to isolate this little patch. So what I'm going to do is to just simply go ahead and zoom in a bit, and then use my tool and split feature. I've already selected this polygon. I'm just following a natural line and down arrow key, numeric keypad to pan, and then I'm following that line again and again. Then I'm going to click and go beyond, right click. So this has been divided again. If I want, I can just split this part also, extending a line, and that's it, because that polygon was already selected. Now I can come to this part, select this polygon, and then split it into two parts based on this line. So I'm selecting this polygon, again split features tool from the advanced toolbar, and we have culled out one portion. So this is further dividing this particular polygon into parts. Right. Let's now focus on the bottom part of the polygon and digitize some fields. So the strategy is going to be exactly the same. This is a huge big polygon, the bottom part. So we are going to split it into two parts and then keep splitting parts and then digitize the field. So I'm going to first start with this part. Start from a point a little beyond and then keep digitizing, because the split features tool will remove that extra bit, and keep going on the edge, the boundary, and extend it a little beyond and right click. So this lower polygon has been broken into two halves. Let's try to look at the right half, and I'm going to select this. And what I'm going to do first is to delineate or divide it into two parts, this polygon as well. So I'm going right through, and I have selected this polygon, and I'm going and so maybe I think I need to change my strategy. Although I can turn left and move forward, but I have yet not finished my line. So because if I move forward, I'll have to go through the planted part. So I'm pressing escape, and rather than doing that division, I'll first divide the polygon on this line. So click, move forward, and extend it a bit, right click. So this polygon has been divided into two parts. Then I can return doing what I was doing before. Now I have a line that can be met. So maybe divide this also. So sometimes these errors crop up because sufficient zooming has not been done. So we can start from top and go click, extend a little bit, right click, polygon has been broken. And then I can now split that polygon from here, which I had started. So select the remaining polygon and choose the split features tool, and then keep clicking, click, and just a little bit beyond this polygon, and right click. So this has been divided into two parts. Let us have a look at the right one and maybe first delineate the floodplain area, because it has a very distinct shape. So starting from here, this is the shape. So I can just start from here and pick up the split features tool and start from outside. Follow this line. Again, I'm not very accurate, but I'm just simply moving ahead and just following the boundary, and go click. I'm drawing vertices, and then I'm just coming and extending, click and right click. So this has been delineated. This polygon has been further divided into two parts. Let us now come here, and we'll revert back to digitizing the fields a little later on the right polygon. Let's first try to do something on this one. Split it into two once again. So click, and click, right click. So this has been divided into two parts. Let us try to do the right part and digitize fields. So again, split feature and click, follow the boundary carefully, click. Again, you see, I should have started doing the line that is going horizontal such that this can meet there. So I'm going to try that. Escape, abandon the previous line. Now click, extend it a little bit, right click. And so, when you start digitizing, this comes naturally to you, and you can then try to, follow your instincts. So click, extend and click. So this has been divided into two parts. Maybe we can divide this also into some parts. So we've already selected this polygon, and we can maybe just try this out. Click. Oh, there's some error. Let me try it from this end. Click. Extend a little beyond. right click. Oops, I think there might be some selection problem. And let me try a different track. I'm just one more time just to see if there is some issue here. Should not be. Oops, it's not liking something, I guess. So let us, come here and start doing from some other end. Let's do this one and see if this works. Right click. Oh, perfect, it works. And maybe now we can just try this a little bit ahead and click, 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 and right click. So just a little change of approach has done the trick, and we have digitized all the fields. Now we can look at the bottom part of this polygon, or maybe the left part of it. So click, click, click. I haven't, I think, selected this polygon. So I have to go here and select the polygon first and then split it, because if you don't select, there's nothing to split. So once again, starting from the top, click, 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 follow the boundary of the field, and zooming in and following the boundary, click, 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 move forward, one on the line and one beyond the line, right click, and yes, we have separated this field as well. Likewise from here. So click, 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 divide the field into two parts, and then this one also into two parts. So from here, follow the line. So keep dividing, and that is, oops, click, 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 and click, just beyond, right click. So that has been done, and we can now come on to this part. So select this polygon, the lower polygon, and then once again, so pick up, do the same thing here as well. I'm not minding that little one at the bottom. So click, 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 right click. Oops. Oops. Sometimes these little polygons can create some small issues, some zoom levels. It's not immediately clear what is happening. Oh, I don't think it's liking what I'm trying to do. So let's move on to something different, and we'll come back to this field a little later on. Let me bisect this field into two. So that's successful. And let's try this one more time to see if it works. Click, click, right click. Oops, not liking what I'm trying to do. So let me just bisect this into two parts. Delete, back again. Oops, back again, delete. Click, click, click. Oh, okay, let's go to some other part of the try, maybe. Never give up. Delete to get back, back, click, right click. Oh yes, and this has been broken. Oh, again, so I think it's objecting to something. It's not really very clear at this time. One more time. Oh, so I think let's go on to some other part and then we'll come back again to this part. So click, select the polygon first, sorry, and then click. I'm just following this line and divide this polygon into two. Success. And divide this polygon into two. And click, success. We're going to choose this one and then split it into two from here. Click, 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 click. Oops. Yep, great. And this polygon here. So what is left? So we come to this polygon, the last one here on the extreme right, and we are going to split it into two, following this line. Right click, works perfectly fine. Split this field. And click and right click, works perfectly fine. We haven't, I think, in the extreme right polygon. Let's try to split these as well. Little fields, yes, and then also this. So we can have one more split on this field and right click. So we are done on this, and we can, if there are more fields, we can, kind of concentrate doing those as well. So, and this was one that was troubling us before. Let's give it another shot. So I'm going to start from here, go, and follow and try to split this. Click and right click. Oops. Once again. Let me try from this side again. It's not clear what it is objecting to. And right click. Oh. Click, 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 right click. Oh, and oh, it's accepted it this time. So okay, no problem. And as long as we'll split this polygon as well. Now that we have got the first field out of the way, and I think this should also work. So right click. That's it. So the bit that was hanging from before has been done. And what else is remaining? On the extreme right, oh, the water body has not been done. So we can select this polygon and just split. And once again, the water is not constant, so I'm just doing an approximation of whatever feels okay to me. Other people can digitize it differently. and click, 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 and maybe from here and click and right click. So yes, this has been done. So we are done with the map, and we have successfully digitized all the fields and water bodies and almost every line that has been followed. So we're going to save this in parcels, and we are done. So you can now just try to sort of visualize it a little bit. And I think the first thing that we want to do before we can come to this step is to go and have a look at the attribute table. And it has split into many polygons, but the ID is 9999 because the original ID for the big first polygon area of interest was 9999. But there is this row number, and so what we can do is we can add a column and give each polygon a unique ID. I'm going to call this parcel ID, and I'm using the field calculator. And I'm going to go to variables and pick up row number. So each of these polygons will be assigned the row number. And I guess it has just done it for one polygon because it was selected from the digitization time. So what we're going to do is we will unselect, and now no polygons are selected. Go back to field calculator. We already have a parcel ID field, so we will update it in the same way. Go to variables and row number, and that's it. So it is filled now with every polygon has a unique number, and any new polygons that we save and exit, any new polygons that we digitize will have automatically the next number. So let's say, for example, if we are zooming into this area and digitizing a polygon, so we'll open this layer for editing and open, and we have selected this polygon, choose the feature tool and click again, and say we digitize this into two parts. Click right. Let's do it at the edge of the field. Say click and right click. So if you open the attribute table, we'll find that there's no polygon without an ID, which means the new polygon has actually been given some ID in sequence. So just save this and come out. And now we are ready to show it in different colors maybe. So properties, simple line has to be changed to simple fill, and instead of single symbol we'll do categorized. We'll pick up parcel ID because it has a different number for each polygon, and we'll just classify and apply. So this is our map, each parcel being shown in a slightly different color, and you can see there is a great symmetry in whatever we have tried to pick up, and it matches really well. And what we can also do is to put some labels if we wanted to. So I'm just going to use parcel ID and maybe put in a little bit of buffer around every label and apply. So this is how you can create a polygon map. Thanks for watching. Thank you.